Good evening and welcome to another amazing session of Trackland webinars. This is your host Harnoor Singh for the evening. Today we'll be discussing a very interesting topic of how to sell Dubai to your clients in summer as an experience. We all know that Dubai is a very tourism focused country and they have created marvels for the world to come and experience. It is no more just a destination for a particular season but a complete destination in itself to travel around the year. So today we'll be discussing about the top selling sightseeings for summer and I am sure that this session is going to be very amazing. So stay tuned with us as we proceed further in this session. And now without any delays, I would like to welcome the speaker for the day, Miss Ira from supply team at Travelan. Hello Ira, how are you?
Hi, Harnoor. I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I am also doing good, and I believe all our travel agent partners are very excited for today's session because this is a very interesting topic. Because earlier, travel agents had leads for Dubai, but only from you can say August till Jan or Feb. But this time in this year, after this COVID era, has settled down and cases are very low. People are traveling to Dubai even in June, July, and so on, and we are also getting a lot of queries for it. So I believe this is an ideal topic to discuss at this point of time. So we should begin with today's session.
Yeah, sure. I'll just first briefly introduce myself. Hello, everyone. I am Ira Umar, and I look after Dubai operations in Trafclan. Today what we're going to discuss is Dubai, as Harnoor already mentioned, Dubai has become the world's largest tourist spot these days. But as समर्स गर्मियां चल रही हैं तो लोगों का काफी डाउट रहता है कि गर्मियां हैं रेगिस्तान में जाकर क्या करेंगे बट दुबई बीइंग द बिगेस्ट टूरिस्ट स्पॉट वहां पर उन लोगों ने कोई कमी नहीं छोड़ी हुई है कि आप गर्मियों में वहां आ नहीं सकते हैं या कुछ कर नहीं सकते हैं सो टुडे वी विल जस्ट डिस्कस व्हाट ऑल कंपोनेंट्स आर देयर एंड देयर आर टाइम्स जब ये सारे कंपोनेंट्स हम मिस आउट कर रहे होते हैं बिकॉज जब पीक सीजन होता है देन दीज कंपोनेंट्स गेट मिस्ड बिकॉज नंबर ऑफ नाइट्स इनफ नहीं होते हैं गेस्ट को ज्यादा टाइम नहीं मिलता है जो मेजर मेजर कल जो ट्रेडिशनल कंपोनेंट्स हैं उन्हीं को कवर करने में सारा टाइम निकल जाता है सो समर्स आर द बेस्ट पीरियड टू कवर दीज कंपोनेंट्स एंड विदाउट डिलेइंग एनी फर्दर लेट्स जस्ट गेट स्टार्टेड आई विल शेयर माय स्क्रीन so yeah just a minute okay so let's get started with the components. The first component is IMG World of Adventures. ये एक theme park है. I'll just tell you. IMG World of Adventure was built by Ilyas and Mustafa Galdari groups, which is how the park got its name, IMG, Ilyas and Mustafa. This is the largest indoor theme park in Dubai. ये एक थीम बेस्ड पार्क है around which revolves around Marvel, Cartoon Networks and multiple themes हैं हॉलीवुड में जो तो इसका मेजर फोकस revolves around kids कि किड्स हैं बच्चों को क्या क्या पसंद है कार्टून नेटवर्क कैरेक्टर्स हैं मार्वल कैरेक्टर्स हैं नॉट जस्ट किड्स इवन अडल्ट्स आर रियली फॉन्ड ऑफ मार्वल कैरेक्टर्स आई एम श्योर मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर really fond of Marvel characters. IMG World is उसका theme जो है that is based on that only, and it's completely air conditioned, which makes it suitable for summers as well. Other than that, यहाँ पर dining and shopping areas हैं, cinemas हैं, so it makes it which makes it a complete package कि आप लोग वहाँ जाइए वहाँ बच्चे एंजॉय कर सकते हैं एडल्ट्स एंजॉय कर सकते हैं आई जस्ट शो यू दिस थिंग बेसिकली 6 जोन्स हैं यहाँ 4 जोन्स लिखा है बट आई विल टेल यू आई विल जस्ट ब्रीफली एक्सप्लेन द जोन्स सो दिस रेड वन इज द मार्वल जोन जहाँ पर सारी राइड्स एंड गेम्स एंड मल्टीपल चीजें हैं मार्वल से रिलेटेड एंड देन कम्स कार्टून नेटवर्क इन द ब्लू एरिया Then there's IMG World, जहाँ पर restaurants हैं, you can shop, you can just enjoy, you can have your time. And then there's Lost Valley, जहाँ पर life-size dinosaurs हैं. So if anyone is fond, if anyone is into paleontology or in dinosaurs, they'll very much enjoy here. And never if अगर कुछ भी पसंद नहीं आता है, then there's always cinema. And other than that, there are so many rides. So मेजरली हम देखते हैं गेट्स आर आस्किंग फॉर दुबई पार्क्स, बॉलीवुड पार्क है, लेगोलैंड है एंड मोशन गेट है. बट व्हाट वी कैन पिच इज आईएमजी वर्ल्ड इज बेटर देन दोस पार्क्स in a way that IMG World has better rides. वहाँ पर बॉलीवुड पार्क में बॉलीवुड पार्क is in itself really interesting, but IMG World is better because यहाँ पर rides बहुत अच्छे हैं. यहाँ पर it's completely air conditioned, तो summers में वो लोग जा सकते हैं. So yeah, that way IMG Park is a really nice indoor theme park. Moving on, we have Green Planet. So this is a very exciting and it's a quite less known component, but it's really exciting. So we should try and pitch it more. So Green Park so it's a tropical rain forest in Dubai. रेगिस्तान के बीच में उन लोगों ने tropical rain forest ही बना दिया है, जहाँ पर so it's basically very much inspired by Africa's forests. ठीक है, तो वहाँ पर जो भी plants हैं, animals हैं, birds हैं, तो उससे काफी ज्यादा ये inspired है और उसी पर based उन लोगों ने ये यहाँ पर दुबई में लाकर बनाकर खड़ा कर दिया है. इट्स इन अ डोम शेप, सो इट्स आल्सो नोन एज अ बायोडोम बिकॉज काफी आपको वहाँ बायोडाइवर्सिटी देखने के लिए मिलेगी. डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ फ्लोरा, फौना, एवरीथिंग इज देयर. एंड इट्स नॉट जस्ट मतलब इट इज अ जू, बट इट्स मोर देन अ जू बिकॉज वहाँ पर आपको पूरा एनवायरमेंट वैसे फॉरेस्ट वाला मिलेगा. देयर आर इवन थंडर स्टॉर्म शोज जहाँ पर एकदम आपको रियल असली हवाएं चलने लग जाएंगी एंड देयर बी रेन. एंड चिंता मत करिए, आप लोग भीगेंगे नहीं. अगर आपको भीगना नहीं है तो दैट्स ऑलवेज ऑप्शनल. तो that is an option. Then there are majorly 3 experiences, right? So snorkeling with piranhas. So most of you must have heard about piranhas. These are deadly fishes. So the people can swim within these piranhas, and piranhas को देख सकते हैं feeding. So they feed on dead एनिमल्स. तो वो विद इन मिनट्स आपको एनिमल्स ऐसे खत्म करके दिखाते हैं. सो दैट्स वेरी एक्साइटिंग टू वॉच. तो people who are very much into wildlife and all that, they'll find it really interesting, and you can pitch this amazing luxurious zoo in Dubai. And other than that, then there's Thunderstorm and Green Planet at Green Planet, which I already explained. Thunderstorm hai, barish hai, वगैरह वगैरह. And then comes the zookeeper for the day. So people who are very much into wildlife and paleontology and everything, they can become a zookeeper for a day. And यहाँ Green Forest में there are biologists जिनके साथ आप पूरे दिन आप घूम सकते हैं, and you can learn more about wildlife and plants and everything. So that way it's really fun and we can pitch it. And यहाँ भी गर्मी की कोई टेंशन नहीं है, तो it's good. Moving on, we have the prettiest, the most beautiful building on earth right now, and the very asked component, Museum of Future. So as you can see, it is made of steel, and this Arabic calligraphy, these are the glass windows. So and it's made in the shape of torus, which actually implies कि ये एक आंख है जो future की ओर देख रही है. And Museum of Future is actually a really good component to sell, and it's personally my favorite. So it's situated in Sheikh Zayed Road near Trade Center. So designed as an asymmetric torus clad in steel and glass, the Museum of Future has been recognized by National Geographic as one of the 14 most beautiful museums. So 7 floors हैं इस पर. It consists of 7 levels, each comprising of different themes. तो आप यहाँ जाएंगे तो हर floor is like a movie set, जो various artists and technologists and स्टोरी टेलर्स के थ्रू बनाया गया है. एंड इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. इट फोकस, जब हम लोग म्यूजियम की बात करते हैं सबसे पहले हमारे दिमाग में आता है एंशियंट, बट दिस इज अ म्यूजियम व्हिच टॉक्स अबाउट फ्यूचर, एवरीथिंग अबाउट इज इन फ्यूचर, लाइक डिफरेंट थीम्स आर देयर, इकोलॉजी, फ्यूचर में आगे जाकर कैसी हो रही है, एंड ग्लोबली हम क्या कर रहे हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी वाइज हम क्या कर रहे हैं, देर आर राइड्स एज इन जो वहां पर लिफ्ट भी यूज होगी, जब आप उस लिफ्ट में जाएंगे तो इट्स लाइक आप स्पेस में हैं, तो उनका लिफ्ट भी वैसा ही है. So it's really fascinating and really interesting component that ways. So that's about Museum of Future. And moving on, we have Dubai Aquarium and Underwater Zoo. So oftenly asked Dubai Aquarium and Underwater Zoo. It's situated in Dubai Mall. So it's on the third floor. So हम लोग इसके यूजुअली ट्रांसफर्स नहीं लगते हैं, इसके टिकट्स ही होते हैं जो हम गेस्ट को दे रहे होते हैं. एंड इट हैज सो मेनी लाइक फिशेस, और द एक्वेटिक लाइफ का जो सिनेरियो है दैट इज amazing. And it's a 48-meter tunnel with aquarium enveloping you from overhead and around. It's a complete fisheye view with sand tiger sharks and stingrays swimming overhead, and you can even ये सब चीजें हमारे बेसिक टिकट में इंक्लूडेड नहीं होते हैं, बट दुबई एक्वेरियम एंड अंडर वाटर जू हैज सो मेनी थिंग्स टू डू देयर. आप शार्क्स के बीच में स्विम कर सकते हैं, देयर इज शार्क केज एंड देन यू कैन feed the fishes, there is crocodile encounter, there are so many things that you can do, and the same can be pitched. So yeah, you can view aquarium from within the Dubai Mall. However, to get the close-up view and to get the access the zoo, the underwater zoo, you need the ticket. Otherwise, बाकी तो थोड़ा बहुत हम mall से भी देख सकते हैं. So yeah, that was about Dubai Aquarium and Underwater Zoo. Then we have Ski Dubai. So रेगिस्तान के बीच में बारिश करवाना, बर्फ पड़वाना, -4 डिग्री पर हमें रख देना, ये बस दुबई ही कर सकता है. ठीक है. तो so there's this Ski Dubai, जो you will find it in Mall of Emirates. So this is truly Dubai's top indoor activities. You can play with penguins, you can build snowmans, roll down the hills, ride the twin track bobsled, or explore the cavern, and you can also go for that frozen zip line. And then the interesting part about it is India में भी बहुत सारे snow parks हैं, but all of those जहाँ पर वो जो बर्फ यूज होती है that is artificial and made up of raisins. But यहाँ पर the snow is real and the winter conditions are real. That snow is made up of water mist and some stuff, and it's real. So that's really fascinating. And visitors can roam around Snow Park with its training area, wall climbing, tubing run, and much more. There's also in addition to that, there are penguin encounters which you can access. So it's a really fun activity for kids and as well as for adults, because आप वहाँ जा रहे हैं, गर्मी में हैं, so -degree में जब आप वहाँ चले जाते हैं, तो it's a complete different experience and it's really amazing experience. So yeah, that was about Ski Dubai. Then we have Lost Chambers Aquarium. So Lost Chambers Aquarium is in Atlantis, and ये भी aquarium basic aquarium है. मतलब it is तो सवाल आ जाता है हम लोगों के दिमाग में कि Lost Chambers में and मैडम दुबई Aquarium and Underwater Zoo में क्या डिफरेंस है. मैं $20 की एक्वेरियम की ही टिकट खरीद कर चले जाता हूँ, मुझे लॉस्ट चेम्बर्स जानने की क्या जरूरत है. सो लॉस्ट चेम्बर्स इज बेसिकली बिल्ट ऑन द एंशियंट, ये एंशियंट एटलांटिस सिटी का एंशियंट रिप्रेजेंट करता है. ठीक है, वो पहले कैसा हुआ करता था, एंड उसके ही अराउंड ये एक्वेरियम बिल्ड किया गया है. एंड सम ऑफ द फिशेस हियर आर डिफरेंट, लाइक so yeah, some of the fishes are different. And other than that, यहाँ पर aqua venture है which you can pitch. It's a great water park जिसका access हम लोग को usually Atlantis में अगर आप stay कर रहे हैं तो free access मिलता है. But if you don't want to take a stay in Atlantis, you can always pitch for Lost Chambers and aqua venture कि हम लोग tickets दे सकते हैं, transfers दे सकते हैं. So that way Lost Chambers is also a very good component, right? There are over 20 marine exhibits in this aquarium where you can interact with some of the creatures. You can actually interact with them, you can feed them, and the underwater scene is really fascinating. The Lost Chambers Aquarium is an adventure for the whole family. Lost Chambers is a must visit for guests at a resort. Yeah, so this is very much explained. So yeah, we'll move forward. KidZania. So this is also one of my favorite components. So KidZania is in Dubai Mall in itself. So it's an ideal, a component for kids. And as you guys know, कि अभी summer vacations हैं, तो बच्चों को जाना है कहीं ना कहीं. So you can pitch Dubai because Dubai as a destination is so ideal for kids. It is ideal for adults, no doubt, as well. But for kids, it is so good. There are so many components which are educational and which the kids can enjoy as well, right? So KidZania is in Dubai Mall. So I'll tell you what it is. There's this imaginary world for kids, right? जहाँ पर उन लोग को थोड़े imaginary पैसे दिए जाते हैं, and they can go and explore this thing. जहाँ उनको कोई भी profession pick करना है, they pick that profession. उनको doctor बनना है, उनको police बनना है, उनको fireman बनना है. They become that and they work accordingly. And then at the end of the day, when they are all worked up, they can use their earned money and go for whatever they want, the spas, if they can treat themselves. So it's a very fun activity. So kids rule at KidZania. Kids of all ages can work and play and can be adults for a day. It's an incredible make to believe town. So there are there are so many role playing activities which kids can access, and over 60 city establishments including heritage village. Kids are able to build essential real life skills while having a great time in totally safe environment within Dubai Mall. Again, summers है, AC में रहना है, बंद रहना है, but उसमें आप best क्या एक्टिविटीज निकाल कर दे सकते हैं, दैट दुबई नोज रियली वेल. तो उन लोगों ने वो सब बना रखा है, आप जाइए अपने गेस्ट्स को भेजिए. So KidZania is really fun that way. That was about KidZania. Moving on, we have Infinity de Lumieres. So this one is a digital museum, right? Not a museum, it's a gallery. So people who are enthusiastic about art and culture, so Dubai उसमें भी पीछे नहीं है, वो आपको वो भी ला कर देगा. So this place is it's a huge hall, and वहाँ पर 130 projectors हैं, 58 speakers हैं, and quarterly, like every 15 days they change the artists, like right. तो अगर आज कोई artist है, suppose XYZ artist है, तो 15 days उस artist का वहाँ पर सारी जो भी paintings हैं, जो भी artwork है, वो सब display होता रहता है, and you can go and watch it, and it's really beautiful. As you can see in my previous slide, you can look at it. So ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा खूबसूरत है, ऊपर नीचे, like it's all surrounded by projectors. आप नीचे देखोगे तो आपको artwork दिखेगा, आप ऊपर देखेंगे तो आपको artwork दिखेगा, right, left, all around you is the artwork, and it's beautiful and mesmerizing. So it's a very beautiful gallery that way, and it has 3000 HD digital moving images. The immersive experience will transport visitors into a world where they can enjoy living dynamic art. Exhibitions related to Van Gogh and Japanese artists like Hokusai and a doorway into cosmos with Thomas Vance will run simultaneously through the digital art gallery and captivate your senses. So Infinity de Lumieres Boutique, which is another experience of its own, will be accessible from Dubai Mall itself. So it's a beautiful component that ways. Moving on, we have VR Park. So दुबई जा रहे हैं, हर चीज नहीं कर सकते हैं, गर्मी है, धूप है, बट अंदर कैसे रहे, अंदर रहकर हाउ टू मेक द मोस्ट ऑफ इट. दुबई आपके लिए VR पार्क भी ले आया है. आप यहाँ रहिए, आप सब कुछ एक्सपीरियंस कीजिए. आप बुर्ज खलीफा की बिल्डिंग पर से साइड में से आप उतर रहे हैं, and आप स्काई डाइविंग के लिए जा रहे हैं, and then there are multiple scenes. VR, for those of you who don't know, VR is virtual reality, जहाँ you can see this girl is wearing some sort of glasses. तो ये जब one is 3D, when we go for watching any 3D movie, we it's like कि वो पिक्चर पॉप अप होकर आ रही है, बट इन VR it's like आप उसी सीन में है, जो सीन आप देख रहे हैं, it's like आप वहीं पर एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, आप वहीं पर हैं, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली जो भी सीन्स चल रहे होते हैं आप उसके साथ साथ चल रहे होते हैं. सो देयर आर मल्टीपल एक्टिविटीज, देयर आर मल्टीपल गेम्स, कुछ क्राइम सीन होगा, कुछ हाइस्ट सीन होगा, कुछ दुबई में ही विद इन जो एक्टिविटीज है, लाइक डेजर्ट सफारी है, तो उसका आपको एक्सपीरियंस मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, देन देयर स्काई डाइविंग, उसका आपको एक्सपीरियंस मिल जाएगा. बुर्ज खलीफा की आप बिल्डिंग के साइड में लटके हुए हैं, उसका आपको एक्सपीरियंस मिल जाएगा. तो VR Park is a virtual reality and augmented reality attraction located in Dubai Mall. Challenge reality with horror, adventure, sports, leisure, educational, and other incredible themes at this one-of-a-kind attraction. Get your friends and family to join you as you get all the adrenaline pumping. So yeah, that way, as I was saying, कि desert safari का experience मिल रहा है, बुर्ज खलीफा का experience मिल रहा है, तो यहाँ पर it's a complete package in itself. आप यहाँ पर जाएंगे, आपको जो चाहिए, मतलब it's like for adults, for kids as well. There's a soft play area जहाँ पर gentle rides हैं, merry go rounds हैं, arcade games हैं, where they can go and just enjoy, play games, have rides, and that's about it. And as for adults, I've already explained, there are multiple scenes, there are crime scenes, heists and all, जो जाएंगे वो access कर सकते हैं. So it's really fun, and of course completely air conditioned once again. Moving on, we have OliOli. So many of us don't know about this component because ये mostly miss out हो जाता है, but अभी क्योंकि time है, so we can make the most of it. OliOli is an experiential play museum in Al Quoz, features 8 galleries spread across 2 floors. Kids can have fun while learning at these dedicated spaces: Air, Water, Toshi's Net, Creative Lab, Future Park, Fort Building, Toddler Gallery, and Cars and Ramps. So basically, it's an indoor child museum, play museum. It's an indoor playground. It's got so many galleries. यहाँ पर बच्चे जा सकते हैं. They can learn about science. They can they can play, there are galleries based on air based galleries, water based galleries, and there are then different creative labs जहाँ पर बच्चे जा सकते हैं. Kids who are into paleontology, they can learn about the dinosaurs and all of that. Then there's fort building. So educationally, and so this इस म्यूजियम का मेन फोकस रिवॉल्व्स अराउंड बच्चों को कैसे हम फिजिकली एंड मेंटली एक्टिविटीज में इन्वॉल्व कर सकते हैं. सो दैट मीन्स इट्स रियली फन. अगेन एज आई मेंशन कि दुबई में बच्चों के लिए इतना कुछ है, लाइक आप घूमते रह जाओगे एंड कंपोनेंट्स खत्म ही नहीं होंगे. एंड लाइक आई सेड, समर वेकेशंस हैं, फैमिली टूर्स जाना है, तो यू कैन वेरी मच पिच इट, एंड इट्स अ वेरी गुड कंपोनेंट. एंड या, so that was about OliOli. And then we have Deep Dive Dubai. So this is a recently introduced component in Dubai. So दुबई में पहले पर्ल्स का बहुत अच्छा बिजनेस हुआ करता था. सो ऑयस्टर्स से माइन करना पूरा पर्ल्स का एंड ऑल. सो दिस इज अ स्विमिंग पूल. दिस इज द वर्ल्ड्स डीपेस्ट स्विमिंग पूल. सो जिसका शेप इज बिल्ट इनटू एन ऑयस्टर्स शेप टू जो लोग वहां पर काम करते थे उन लोग को वो कल्चर अभी भी दुबई में रखने के लिए, एंड टू जस्ट कल्टिवेट एंड जस्ट टू कीप दैट ट्रेडिशन अलाइव, ये स्विमिंग पूल उस चीज को ध्यान में रखकर बनाया गया है. एंड इट्स अ लेटेस्ट रिकॉर्ड ब्रेकिंग अट्रैक्शन. सो गिनेस वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड्स में भी इसका नाम आ चुका है. इट्स वर्ल्ड्स डीपेस्ट स्विमिंग पूल. द पूल इज इक्विप्ड ऑफ 56 कैमरास टू इंश्योर सेफ्टी ऑफ डाइवर्स. इट्स 60 meters deep, and इसमें it's got like 15 million liters of water, which is said to be more than like 6 to 7 ओलंपिक स्विमिंग पूल्स को भी आप मिला देंगे तो उससे भी ज्यादा पानी इस पूल में है. So it's a very fascinating component that ways. Deep Dive Dubai is staffed by professional and experienced scuba and free divers who will share diving tips and tricks, teach you advanced diving techniques. So basically बहुत लोग पूछते हैं कि मैम यहाँ जा सकते हैं नहीं जा सकते, हमें स्विम करना आता है नहीं आता है. सो देयर आर बेसिकली 3 कैटेगरीज वेरिन जहां आप बिगिनर लेवल पर हैं तो आपको अकॉर्डिंगली डाइव आपका प्लान किया जाएगा. इफ यू आर अ सर्टिफाइड डाइवर देन अकॉर्डिंगली आपका प्लान किया जाएगा. एंड इसका जो अंदर जो बना हुआ है, इट्स बेसिकली अ थीम दैट इज an abandoned city, and like you can see in this picture it's an abandoned city and पुरानी चीजें हैं, नई चीजें हैं. सो सब कुछ डूबा हुआ है, बेसिकली एक डूबा हुआ शहर है. ठीक है, तो उसके अंदर ये पूल है, आप वहां जाएंगे, बहुत ही फैसिनेटिंग है. और जिसको नहीं जाना है वो बाहर से भी देख सकता है वैसे. सो या इट्स रियली फन दैट वेज. बट दैट बीइंग सेड कि ये डीपेस्ट पूल है इन द वर्ल्ड. अभी recently I've heard that in Abu Dhabi also they are Dubai, ये UAE कहीं पीछे रहना नहीं चाहता है. So they are again going to introduce this park wherein यहाँ और एक deep dive pool होगा. and ski Dubai और भी जो already इन लोगों ने इतनी बड़ी से बनाई हुई है उससे भी बड़ा कुछ बना रहे हैं, इससे भी बड़ा कुछ बना रहे हैं. So yeah, Dubai तो कुछ ना कुछ करता ही रहता है. So this is a great component to pitch. It's new, it's something we've never seen before. So yeah, you can just pitch it and we should sell it, I guess. Then we have, yeah, so lastly we have the storm coaster at Dubai Hills Mall. So गर्मी है, धूप में नहीं जाना है, राइड्स नहीं लेनी है, दुबई ने आपका उसका भी सोल्यूशन निकाल दिया. आप इंडोर, world's first indoor roller coaster is in Dubai at Dubai Hills Mall. So this is a ride, like I'll show you. The world's first roller coaster integrated directly into structure of a building, pushing a boundary of all aspects of engineering design. So LSM Drive करके एक कंपनी है जिन लोगों ने ये डिजाइन किया है रोलर कोस्टर. and it runs as at a speed of 67 kilometers per hour. So it's an amazing experience in itself. पूरी बिल्डिंग के अंदर ही उन लोग ने, एक मॉल के अंदर ही उन्होंने रोलर कोस्टर बना दिया है, which is really fun. तो एयर कंडीशनड है एंड बहुत ही बड़ा सा रोलर कोस्टर है. इट्स रियली फन and yeah, that's about it. So my point is दुबई में अभी गर्मी है, but there are, ये तो अभी कुछ भी नहीं है. like I have just mentioned 12 components. इससे भी बहुत ज्यादा चीजें हैं. there are so many things that you know there are in Dubai that we can pitch, we can sell. So गर्मी है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. दुबई में सारा सोल्यूशन है. दुबई में आपको -4 डिग्री में भी हम बिठाएंगे. गर्मी है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. आप भेजिए अपने गेस्ट को. एंड या दैट्स अबाउट इट. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, Ira, for this wonderful presentation. And I must say that not only the presentation was amazing, your way of explaining was also very nice. You know, I am sitting here and I also feel like going to Dubai. And thank you so much for breaking this myth that Dubai nahi ja sakte hum garmi mein. And I am amazed by the components you mentioned. You know, everything is the biggest pool, the deepest pool, biggest mall in the world, the most beautiful building in the world. So I think Dubai is doing an amazing job when it comes to tourism.
Right, Harnoor, I agree. That was in my mind. Dubai में दुनिया का the most beautiful building, the deepest pool, the largest roller coaster, the largest indoor indoor theme park, everything largest is in Dubai. Dubai is grand, Dubai is luxurious. कोई भी ऐसी लिमिटेशन नहीं है जो तो हमें दुबई जाने से रोके. एंड इन एडिशन टू दैट, अगर कोई लिमिटेशन आती है जो मैंने यूजुअली सुना है, दैट इज कि मैडम फ्लाइट्स महंगी हो गई हैं, होटल्स महंगे हो गए हैं. तो दिस इज द बेस्ट पीरियड. इस टाइम फ्लाइट्स आर चीपर, इस टाइम होटल्स आर चीपर. सो आप, आई डोंट नो व्हाट यू गाइस आर वेटिंग फॉर. आप जाइए, खुद भी जाइए एंड अपने गेस्ट्स को भी दुबई भेजिए, बिकॉज फ्लाइट फेयर्स आर चीपर, होटल फेयर्स आर चीपर, और ये सब तो है ही.
Right. So now we'll be having a Q&A session for our travel agent partners, those who have joined today's session. So in case they have any doubts, they can ask, and Ira will be here to answer, since she's an expert and she's been handling Dubai for a long time now. And although these inclusions are very new and Dubai is building them recently, but Ira has been studying them continuously and she has been selling it in a very nice way. आपने देखा ही आज के presentation में. एंड आई कैन सी अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रैवल एजेंट्स एज वेल जो कमेंट कर रहे हैं कि काफी डिटेल्ड प्रेजेंटेशन था. So that is again a compliment for you, Ira. So again, we can now start with the questions. So the first question we have is, in which package are all these components included? Like, are we showing these on our instant quotes page या फिर अलग से कहीं पे हम शो कर रहे हैं?
Right. So packages, as for packages ki kis package mein included hai, you can directly tell us, and you can go on our Insta codes, the auto codes, and you can individually add the components. Out of all the components, there are just three components that are not added, or that are not live yet on the Insta codes, namely OliOli and the that storm coaster and deep dive. Deep dive will be we'll be making it live soon. And as for the other components, the agents can tell us offline that they want the particular component, and we'll just share the rates with them. So yeah, that was about it.
Right, Ira. So before we proceed further, I would like to tell you something, Ira, that before we answer the next question, I would like if you can give us a demo of this. Like, मतलब एक बार instant code में भी आप add करके दिखा दें जो भी components अभी हमारे पेज पे हैं. एंड देन अगर किसी को ऑफलाइन क्वेरी भी हमें सबमिट करनी है इन सब कंपोनेंट्स के साथ, तो वो कैसे हमें डाल सकते हैं? क्योंकि एजेंट्स, आई कैन सी मल्टीपल एजेंट्स आस्किंग द सेम क्वेश्चन कि कहाँ पे ये ऐड कर सकते हैं. अगर मैनुअली भी ऐड कर रहे हैं ऑटो कोड में, तो कहाँ पे सिलेक्ट करना है? तो इफ यू कैन शेयर योर स्क्रीन एंड शो इट वंस, दैट वुड बी ग्रेट.
Okay, so Harnoor, as I mentioned, offline query अगर भेजनी है किसी agent को, so they can directly mail us on b2b@travelan.com, and हम लोग offline quote ही उनको भेज रहे होंगे. And as for auto quotes, I'll just check and try if I can do it right now. Yeah, I'll just share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, so this is the link जहाँ पर आप लोग auto quotes ले सकते हैं. So यहाँ पर how many hotels are required? These are the hotel details जो agents को manually fill करनी होंगी. Then there are these popular sightseeings, right? So यहाँ पर आप जो basic sightseeing है यहाँ पर वो दे रखी हैं. You can just go and select them. Like I've selected Dubai and Dubai Aquarium and underwater zoo. Other than that, additional sightseeing. So आपको अगर कोई component add करना है, let's say ski Dubai, right? So मैंने यहाँ पर select करा private transfer, additional sightseeing, let's say what? IMG World fast track private basis. Yeah, so that means you can add the components from the auto codes, and then the whole process, the whole tutorial is there on our page. I will just share it, and you can submit the whole query, and within few seconds you'll receive a mail wherein all the details will be included, and you'll receive a code basically. So yeah, that's how you can do it.
Right. So coming to the next question, again, we have a similar question from multiple agents. And the question again is that one of our travel agent partners is asking for the price of all these activities. And the other question is also similar, that if they can get a PDF where we mention all these activities, a brief, description, and again the prices. So I'm sure you might not have all the details right now, but at least we can share what we know, and then probably we'll share all the detailed PDF with our travel agent partners as soon as possible.
Right. So, as for the PDF part, we'll be, the PPT that I made, we'll be sharing this PPT on our draft plan page only, so the agents can go and check it out, check it itself. And for the prices, the prices right now I don't remember them by heart. So, एक ticket का कॉस्ट बताना भी बैठकर थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट होगा, बट यू कैन ऑलवेज टेक द ऑटो कोड, सेंड अस ऑफलाइन क्वेरीज ऑन b2b@draftland.com. सो हम आपको सारे रेट्स शेयर कर देंगे, बट एज फॉर नाउ आई विल जस्ट से दैट you can take the auto codes, and PDF के लिए we'll share this PPT. And for more sightseeing options जो अगर आपको चाहिए या नहीं पता है, we'll try and make another document, a complete document जहाँ पर सारे components हो, and they are in a detailed manner. We'll try and make it and we'll share it with you guys soon.
Right. So now coming to the next question, that since you mentioned that most of these inclusions are in some mall, like some of these are in Dubai Mall, the other are in the Emirates Mall or so on. So do we have to buy separate tickets for each of these, or like there is a package ki मैंने एक mall entry ले लिया and all the three inclusions that are there in that mall वो मेरे को मिल जाएंगे? So please tell us.
Okay, so अलग अलग components हैं अलग अलग malls में. Mostly components are in Dubai Mall, right? So tickets सबके included नहीं होते हैं. Dubai Mall का कोई entry pass नहीं होता है. So the guests can go and enter the Dubai Mall because वहाँ पर ऑब्वियसली काफी सारे शॉप्स हैं, मल्टीपल स्टोर्स हैं, तो एज सच कोई पास नहीं होता है. बट हाँ, व्हेन वी प्रोवाइड दुबई सिटी टूर, राइट, सो उसका जो ड्रॉप है वो दुबई मॉल में होता है. So that means guests don't need transfers for these components, but they'll obviously require the tickets. They'll have to tell us that they want tickets for particular options, and we'll share the tickets and we'll provide the tickets for the same. Tickets are not included. I mean, tickets अलग-अलग खरीदने पड़ेंगे हर component के लिए, but transfers are included क्योंकि एक ही जगह पर है, and yeah.
Right. So the next question we have is Miracle Garden available in May?
No, as per my knowledge, May में अभी तक it's operational, but soon it will be closed. So अभी तक कोई official notification नहीं मिला है, but as soon as we receive it, we'll share it. अभी it's as of now it's open, but most probably May में वो बंद हो जाता है, and then in November onwards वो दोबारा खुल जाता है.
Right. So we again have a very interesting question coming in, that out of all the people who travel to Dubai, most of them, that there is a significant inclusion that when someone travels to Dubai, they are always doing a desert safari, and people share pics and they love going for desert safari. But we did not mention it in our today's presentation. So what are the reasons for it? Is the desert safari closed in summers, or we are not offering it because it's because of the experience? What is the issue?
Right, I was hoping कि ये question आएगा. So आज के presentation की heading was Dubai in summers. Desert safari you are all aware of, right? आपको सब पता है desert safari के बारे में. These were the components which we generally miss out. And summers में क्योंकि summers है, desert safari बहुत गर्मी है, तो कुछ लोग प्रेफर नहीं करते हैं जाना क्योंकि गर्मी है, धूप है. Although you can always go for desert safari, वहाँ पे रात में शो होता है, and it's completely optional. But I did not include it in this presentation because we are talking about summers, and because Dubai is the largest tourist spot, like I've mentioned, तो उन लोगों को दुबई बेचना है. एंड अगर डेजर्ट सफारी किसी को नहीं चाहिए तो क्या कंपोनेंट्स वो लोग बेच सकते हैं दुबई में. दिस प्रेजेंटेशन वाज अबाउट दैट. ठीक है। सो हम लोग क्या देंगे समझ में, क्या इंडोर एक्टिविटीज ज्यादा से ज्यादा हम कैसे गर्मी से बचा सकते हैं अपने गेस्ट को। दिस प्रेजेंटेशन वाज अबाउट दैट, दैट्स द ओनली रीजन आई डिड नॉट इंक्लूड डेजर्ट सफारी इन इट। अदरवाइज डेजर्ट सफारी इज कम्प्लीटली ऑप्शनल, अगर आपको जाना है आप जा सकते हैं, बट गर्मी की वजह से लोग प्रेफर नहीं करते हैं, सो दैट्स द रीजन आई डिड नॉट इंक्लूड इट।
Right. Thank you so much, Ira, for answering all the questions. So again, these were all the questions that we were asked as of now. But again, we'll wait for another 1 or 2 minutes before we conclude today's session. So audience, if you have any doubts left, you can still ask them, else we'll conclude today's session. So Ira, would you like to add anything before just we conclude today's session?
So to conclude, I would say कि लाइक आई सेड, दुबई ग्रैंड है, दुबई बड़ा है, दुबई में सब कुछ है, आपको जो चाहिए, देयर आर नो बैरियर्स। अगर आपको दुबई जाना है तो आप भेजिए, यू जस्ट सेल दुबई, यू सेल दुबई एज मच एज यू कैन, बिकॉज इट्स अ गुड डेस्टिनेशन। इट्स नॉट एज इफ कि कोई सीजन है आप नहीं जा सकते हैं, सब कुछ वहां पर, सब खुला है, सब कुछ है। आपको ये नहीं चाहिए, दूसरा ऑप्शन है, ये नहीं चाहिए, तीसरा ऑप्शन है, सारे आपके पास ऑल्टरनेटिव्स हैं। देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स दैट यू कैन डू इन दुबई, लाइक बी इट related to culture, be it related to art, be it related to wildlife, adventure, आपको relax करना है, कुछ भी करना है, दुबई is full of everything, दुबई is full of life, right? So all I would say is Dubai is a great destination, you guys should sell it as much as you can. आप भी जाइए, अपने गेस्ट को भी भेजिए।
Right. So I can see one more request in our comment section, and that is from Exotico Pearl. And they are having some issue in understanding something, but I am not able to understand their question. So, sir or ma'am, if you are hearing us, please can you rephrase or re-ask your question so that we can answer it? Okay, so as far as I can understand, they are basically asking that how to become an expert in selling Dubai destination. They want to become an expert. So, Era, please share your views.
Dubai expert. Without going to Dubai, how to become a Dubai expert? ओके सो मैंने अपनी नॉलेज रीड करके बिल्ड की है, वीडियोस देख के बिल्ड की है। सो आप दुबई के बारे में जितना पढ़ सकते हैं पढ़िए, आप दुबई के बारे में जितनी वीडियोस देख सकते हैं आप देखिए, एज मच एज यू कैन, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज अवेलेबल ऑन यूट्यूब, इंटरनेट, सब कुछ बहुत ही डिटेल्ड मैनर में अवेलेबल है। बाकी तो जब तक कोई दुबई जाता नहीं है, I don't know how, the makers of Museum of Future said कि we can't explain Museum of Future to people who जो लोग वहां पर जा ही नहीं रहे, वी कांट एक्सप्लेन इट टू देम। बट मेरी जितनी बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग थी, आई ट्राइड कि मैं उसको एक्सप्लेन कर सकूं जितना मैं पढ़ सकती थी। आई वॉच ब्लॉग्स रिलेटेड टू दुबई, आई रीड अ लॉट अबाउट डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स, क्या क्या है, कैसे कहाँ से जा रहे हैं, विच होटल्स आर नियर व्हाट कंपोनेंट्स, क्या प्रेफरेंस है। सो या यू जस्ट नीड टू एजुकेट योर सेल्फ। इंटरनेट इज द बेस्ट ऑप्शन जिससे आप अपने आप को दुबई के बारे में एजुकेट कर सकते हैं। So watch videos, read about Dubai. That's how you can become a Dubai expert. And if you have any doubts, then we are always there for you.
Right. So even I would like to add something over here that we we have a lot of our travel agent partners who are new in this industry, and some of them have even started their business after this COVID pandemic, right? So we always keep on organizing these webinars. Sometimes we repeat multiple topics because we have multiple agents joining us daily. New agents are coming with us onboarded. So we continuously, every week we have 2 sessions for them. So I would request Exotico Pearls, you can watch our previous webinars on Dubai, and even this webinar, if you have viewed from the beginning, you will you all automatically become an expert. So, and also if you have still any queries left, you can always reach out to your ACMs or me, Ira, or anyone else in the supply team, and we'll be always there to help you. Right. So we have one more question, and that is, since you mentioned that the flight prices are really low at this point of time, and it's advisable to travel to Dubai since there are a lot of summer inclusions as well. So can you give us an estimate कि कितना कम है flight price as compared to other destinations, या फिर as compared to Dubai in winters and all?
Yeah, so because it's off-peak season for Dubai, so flight prices have fallen down by a good margin. I'm not aware of the exact proportion. For that, you can reach out to our flights team. So yeah, I don't think I'm the right person to answer that question. I will get back to you with that.
Right. So Exotico Pearl is asking another question. So they are saying that they have heard of something like an app where they can, become a certified expert for Dubai, but they are unable to figure it out. So if we have any idea about that app or that certification, they would like to know about it.
So that's something new I've heard. Thank you for, making me come across this one. So yeah, I am not aware of this app. I'll learn about it and I'll surely get back to you if I get any information about the same.
Right. So I believe now your query is solved, and we'll be very soon reaching out to you and let you know about the certification. And we'll try that. We as a team also try and get that certificate for us. So now coming to the next question, that can you please quickly explain the COVID protocols to travel to Dubai now?
Right. I'll just, brief you about the COVID protocols. Yeah, so Dubai traveling am I audible? Yeah. So Dubai traveling procedure is RT-PCR test with QR code of 48 hours from the time sample taken prior to departure of India. आपको departure से पहले RT-PCR कराना है, वहाँ पहुँचकर on arrival RT-PCR test होता है, right? And at the time to visit Abu Dhabi, you need a 14 days valid RT-PCR report, right? 48 hours RT-PCR report is valid for traveling Dubai. 14 days RT-PCR valid RT-PCR report is valid for entering Dubai sorry, Abu Dhabi. And as far as the RT-PCR test while departure is concerned, that completely depends on the airline you're traveling with. So it's advisable that आप अपने airline से पता कीजिए कि उनको departure RT-PCR चाहिए या नहीं. Other than that, there are no such restrictions as of now. दुबई में सब कुछ हट चुका था. अबू धाबी में there are certain restrictions कि double vaccinated होना चाहिए, RT-PCR report चाहिए. बाकी if you're not double dose vaccinated, तो आपका RT-PCR test होना चाहिए and you can travel to Dubai.
Right. So thank you so much, Ira, for being here today and solving all the queries our travel agent partners have. And I'm sure now they'll be able to sell Dubai better to their clients even in summer. And there is this one thing, that since all the other international destinations are also opening, like Thailand, Bali, Mauritius, and Singapore, so there is a lot of competition in market. And when there is competition in the market, agents cannot earn a high markup and all. But if like this is something very interesting and new, so if a travel agent is selling this to their customers, like an entirely different experience, and they're selling this experience, so they can charge a high markup because वहां पे उतना competition नहीं होगा. So this is again a very good thing. So thank you so much for taking this session today.
Thank you.
Right. So before we conclude today, so I can see another question asked, and that is when will the agents get the presentation? So I would like to share that I have added a link in the live chat. So you just need to register on that form, and you will get the presentation by the mail just in an hour or so. I'll share it over a mail with you. So if you have not registered on that link, please do it now. I can share the link again in the live chat. So a special thanks to all the travel agent partners who took out time to attend today's session. I hope this session was enriching for you. So if you like today's session, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to press the subscribe button and bell icon so that you do not miss on any future webinars happening here at Trackland Official Channel. Thank you so much, audience.